Alright, so tomorrow I am starting my first Shop Your Stash challenge, and this is for September. Here's everything on the list. Okay, so here are the hosts on Instagram, my friends, and it is called Shop Your Stash September, hashtag challenges by J and C. And here's the list. So I thought it would be fun while I am shopping for these items to film me doing it. So off we go to Vanity. All right, so here we are at the Vanity Insanity, and you know what, it's funny, it looks clean when I clean it, and then when I come in here I'm like, gee, this looks pretty junky. But anyway, so these are the drawers we are going to shop in for the list, and I've got some things up here too, so here we go. Alright, so the first thing on the list was blush palette. So let's go down to the blush drawer and let's think about palettes, because I've got all these, so many blushes that I love, but let's see about palettes. Oh, you know what? This is a really good one, so let's hang on to that. And I also love this one by Morphe. Let's see. That's a good one too. So let's compare these and then we'll pick. All right. So we've got these three. All right, and I also found this one, but you know what? I think a lot of people love this one, so I think I might see that on Instagram. So let's not do that one because I think a lot of people love that palette. So let's look at these, maybe some lesser known ones. So let's look inside here. And this is going to be fun, trying to open these with one hand. Ooh, there we go. All right, so this one, oh, you know what? It's got bronzer and highlighter in it, so not exactly a blush palette, but I love this one, the special Urban Decay one. So we're down to these two, because these are actually blush palettes, and I really love them, so let's look at them. All right, so this is the Morphe one, and this is the Juvia's Place one, and this is going to be a really hard decision. I mean, these are really, really nice everyday blushes that I just love, love, love. And of course, I'm so fair that these colors are so good. But just a light hand of these, and these are pretty too. But you know what? It does have that little bronzer and a little highlighter. So, all right, let's pick the Morphe. Even though I love you. I need to use you more often. You like how I talk to my makeup? Alright, so we are going, I was about to use this to kind of scroll things around, but I mean, you can see how pretty they are. Ooh. So yeah, I think I am going with the Morphe. I know there's a word on that. What is all this crud on here? Ooh. 9N. I know they always have some kind of name for that. So I am picking the Morphe 9N for my blush palette. Alright. Okay, so next up on the list is bronzer palette, and I just had to show you my favorite bronzer brush. This is actually from the NYX Pro line, and it just is I don't know, it's just the best shape. It's so soft, it fits right in your cheeks for bronzer. And I have to admit, this is actually my favorite bronzer, this one by Tarte, but it's not a palette, so sorry, gotta go away. And then this one was my favorite contour palette for a really long time, and I think a lot of people might use that, but also it has some highlight shades in it. So I think by a process of elimination, we are going to go with this one that I actually got in, I want to say, a BoxyCharm by IBY Beauty. It's a highlight and contour palette. Uh-oh, this has highlights in it too. Here. What do we do? Actually, this has more of the shades that I use on a daily basis than the Too Faced one. There's only one shade that I use, and it was this one right here. So I use more of these, and actually, this is one of my favorite things I got in a subscription box. I just said subscription box. I just love this. So, alrighty, this one wins. IBY Beauty. Yeah, the winner. Alright, so number 3 is Oldest Eyeshadow Palette. And you're not going to believe this, but I just went through my Instagram to try to figure out what that was. And it is actually the very first Carly Bible palette that she came out with BH Cosmetics. And you can tell it's pretty well used. This was the first palette that I ever got, and probably because she is one of the first YouTubers that I ever watched. I just was completely enamored with Carly, and she's so beautiful, and she just does such beautiful eye looks, and just completely inspired me when I was first getting into makeup. I just looked at it 2 years ago. This summer I started getting into makeup. So this is my oldest eyeshadow palette. And of course, since then she's done a deluxe version of this one, but this is the original oldest eyeshadow. Alright, so for number 4, prettiest packaging, I couldn't decide. There's so much beautiful, beautiful packaging out there. So I narrowed it down to these. I don't know how I'm going to narrow it down anymore. But, I mean, Kylie always has such pretty packaging, and this was one of the best ones, in my opinion, the one that just came out for her birthday. And, I mean, look at that sparkle. Ooh. That is such pretty packaging. And then I look and I find, you know, this rose gold palette from Violet Voss and all the roses, and I mean, it is so pretty with the roses and the gold. Then Jouer never disappoints with their packaging, always so pretty. And you know, of course, everything is always gold and pretty, so I don't know. And then of course Art Deco has got all of their beautiful stamps that they put on their makeup, and it is just so glamorous and detailed and pretty. And then Ciante has come out with these really beautiful ones, and they have a blush that's also really pretty stamp. They always stamp everything really pretty, and they just have really nice packaging. And then, of course, you know, Dose of Colors just came out with the Desi by Katie collection, which is also stunning. So I don't know. And of course, you know, you guys can comment below if you think I made the wrong decision, but I think I may have to go with I don't know. It's too hard a decision. I feel like I just photographed this on my Instagram. I just featured all this whole collection. I feel like I just did that, but I also just did this one and this one too. I don't know what to do. Oh my goodness, I may have to pick 2 of them. But I think I may have to do this one because it is just so beautiful inside and out and back, and it's just so pretty. So Kylie wins this one, but I may have to also sneak in this one as well because, I mean, it's just my favorite. I leave it open on my vanity like this so I can stare at it because it's so beautiful. So alright, here's the winners. Kylie Cosmetics and Art Deco Blush. That was hard. Alright, so number 5 is Old Lipstick, New Lipstick. And this was one of my very first lipsticks when I first got into makeup. This is from Clinique. And look at this color. I must have been a little bit bolder 2 years ago. Because that is a pink. Woo! And then this is my favorite new lipstick. This is by Hourglass, the Slimline. And they have, you can pop this little thing off and just buy the refills for it. But it feels, I feel like a 20s beauty maven kind of sitting at her vanity with this long lipstick, putting lipstick on, but also the color is just beautiful. So this is just my perfect nude to me. I'm trying to find where I can show you. And I absolutely love this. Love the formula, love the color. I even got a refill for it, and it's just, of course, beautiful. And like I said, you just feel so fancy when you are holding it. You can do it with one hand. Ah! That's what you should call it, the one hand channel. That'd be very amusing. So anyway, this is the Hourglass Slimline that I love for the new one. Come back here. I still think this is just one of the cutest packaging for lipsticks ever. Welcome to the I can't get makeup together with one hand channel. Alright, so anyway. Number 5, old lipstick, new lipstick. Alright, so number 6 is drugstore favorites. And it has to be these two lippies. And this is just one of my favorite lip liners ever from NYX. And this is soft brown. And I have probably all of the other colors of NYX, but that's my favorite lip liner from the drugstore. And then this is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time from the drugstore. And this is Maybelline. Why can't it be true? I always want to sing that song. But this is Blushing Beige from Maybelline. So it is just the perfect nude lipstick for me. And I just love it. And those are my favorite drugstore items. Alright, so number 7 is favorite high-end product, and I had to go back a little ways because this was one of the first high-end palettes that I got myself when I was first getting into makeup, and oh my goodness, I still love it. It's so pretty, and it just has this little soft little tassel to kind of zip up this soft case that it comes in. I don't know if you can see it. It's just kind of this soft gold case. And then when you open it, it is just the prettiest eyeshadow palette. I still love this palette. I keep forgetting to use it. I love this Shop My Stash because it's making me go back and use some older makeup. But 2 years ago when I got into this, you can tell that I was not very adventurous with my eyeshadow. So it is very non-threatening, but also really pretty. You could get so many natural looks from this palette. So I still do really love this one. Or do I pick Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Mascara Palette by Mario? I still absolutely, you can see this is well loved. So this is definitely a favorite because it's definitely well loved. But this was also kind of a big purchase for me when this first came out, and I still love it. Look at the color, so beautiful. I can't talk. And what do I pick? Favorite. I think just basically because, I mean, this one's obviously so beautiful, and it's just, I mean, look at it. But this, it does say favorite, and so I'm going to have to go with the more well-loved one. So this would be my favorite. Alright, so number 8 is disappointment, and I really don't have that many of those, really. I mean, it might be like a color that doesn't look good on me when I thought it would, but it's definitely not the fault of the product. So this was a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with this Cooling Water from Milk Cosmetics. And the only reason it's a disappointment, maybe because I don't know how to use it, but it just did absolutely nothing for me, and I seemed like I spent a lot of money on it. And I tried it a few times, which is why I didn't give it away because I already tried it. But this just did absolutely nothing for me. And the disappointment was that I spent a lot of money on it and I don't use it. So if you like this one, let me know how you use it. And maybe I can get back into this and use it a little bit better. But it just did not work out for me. But if you love it and this was not your disappointment, let me know how you use it and why you like it. And maybe I'll kind of try to revisit it for me. Okay. Alright, number 9 was favorite holiday makeup, and I had to race upstairs to my upstairs stash for this one because I have these on display because they're so beautiful. I'm going to shout out Too Faced. This was the Christmas in New York, and I used to always love, you know, dollhouses and stuff like that when I was little, so I think that's why these spoke to me so much. But I just love the Too Faced packaging on these holiday editions. Just beautiful. And I mean, I have no idea how the makeup is because I really just wanted the packaging because look at that. Woo! I may have to take a screenshot because I'm not going to pull these down for the Instagram picture, so I may have to just reference the video. But yeah, there they are. Beautiful! Alright, so number 10 was limited edition. And you know I had to pick this collection, this Mariah Carey collection from MAC. I am so glad I got this collection. I'm not a giant Mariah Carey fan, but I mean, look at her face. You see I haven't even used it because I kept all of the packaging because I just don't want to mess up her face. But that's Mariah Carey. And then the lipsticks were just so beautiful. And of course, you know, they look so nice on my vanity, but they're also beautiful colors. I'm getting good at this one-handed thing. Look at that. And I mean, sometimes you'll still see these pictures going around Instagram because of course, look at this. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And then there is this body glitter, and I got a couple of other things too. Where where are they? Oh, I think they're in this drawer right here. These eyeshadow quads that came out in that collection as well. So definitely, I think my favorite limited edition collection has got to be Mariah Carey by MAC. All right, number 11 is must-have mascara, and for years it has been this Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express waterproof. I have to wear waterproof because my eyes water really bad, and of course the older I get, the worse it gets. And also I rub my eyes a lot, so I needed a waterproof. I always have to wear waterproof. Every time I try to not wear it, it just turns into a disaster. Flakes and smudging and smearing, oh my. And so anyway, this has been my ride or die. I won't use anything else. I've tried other things and nothing compares to this one, and that was the truth until this one came out. And I know this one's crying because I don't use it as much anymore because the L'Oreal, right? It's L'Oreal, right? Yeah. Yeah. L'Oreal Lash Paradise in waterproof came out. And this actually just is soft. I mean, this one is so great and it does not leave my eyelashes, but it did, under certain circumstances, especially if it's humid outside or whatever, would flake a little bit. And I also would notice that it would get a little bit smeary as like at the end of a 12-hour day or something, it would get, but you know what, you can't expect everything from this. But this one just hardly does any of that. It feels super soft. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't make your lashes feel so hard like some waterproof mascaras do. And they don't clump together. It's great. My lashes are soft. They don't flake. They don't smear. If my eyes water, they'll clump up right there where they watered, but every mascara I've ever tried has done that. So like I said, there's no magic formula, but this is pretty darn close. So these are my must-have mascaras, but this is definitely the new baby on the block. So yeah, those are my ride or die mascaras. All right, number 12 is eyeshadow singles, and you can tell the one that I've used the most right here. Where is it there? Is for inner corner, and I think Jaclyn Hill recommended it, and I have never used anything but this for my inner corner. It is my favorite. I had to have an extra backup because I love it so much. This is MAC Nylon, and it is my absolute favorite eyeshadow single for sure. Is a toss-up between these oldies but goodies, and so this one you can tell is super well used. This one by Gerard Cosmetics. This is Grace. I'm gonna make sure I say I haven't used it in a while. Yes, Grace. Absolutely perfect highlighter for fair skin. It is not too gold, it is not too white, it's not too pink, it is just perfect. I love this one, and I found it up in my upstairs stash and brought it down here so I can start using it again because I love it so much. But the first highlighter I ever got, thanks to Nikki Tutorials, one of the first things I bought on her list that she said you had to have, have a good half of your beautiful face, was this Mary Luminizer by The Balm Cosmetics, and it is still my favorite highlighter. Pretty. That is my winner, all-time favorite. Love it. Brought her downstairs to use a little bit more. Love you. All right, the last one, number 14, is favorite product ever, and this was really hard. So my criteria was to choose something that I've ordered over and over again. It's probably the one thing I could leave the house with it on my face and be semi-okay with it. It's the one thing that I use every day, and I never replace it, and I've tried other things that don't match it. So, and I've ordered it like I said, over and over again. So that product for me is the Urban Decay Naked Skin, I believe, powder foundation. And I think I've talked about this before, but I have one of these in my purse, one of these in the other room, upstairs, and on my vanity because I use this so much. It is just the perfect the coverage is amazing, especially because I have lots of texture and redness on my face, and it covers it right up. Some people have said that they find it drying. It doesn't do that to me. I absolutely love this one. I can't live without it. I use it even if I'm just running out the door. This is the thing I grab to run all over my face really quick. So this is actually my all-time favorite product. I cannot live without. There's my hand. And it is Urban Decay Powder Foundation. Nico, did you have a nice time? Yeah, what are your favorites? I don't have any favorites. But anyway, so of all the things, I have lots of favorite brushes, I have lots of favorite lippies, all kinds of favorite things. But my favorite vanity item is still my rose lamp. I absolutely love it so much. It's done. We're finished. So anyway, thanks for joining us on my Shop Your Stash September challenge. And you can visit all of the things that I listed on my Instagram account, VanityInsanityQB. And I hope to see you on Instagram. Thanks for following. Thanks for visiting. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you like these. And I will see you on the next one.